EastEnders character Zoe Slater is reportedly set to be killed off in an exit storyline that some fans may consider rushed, underwhelming, and lacking the drama usually associated with major soap departures. The iconic character, played by Michelle Ryan, made her highly anticipated return to the BBC soap last year after spending around 2 decades away from Albert Square. Zoe is best remembered for the shocking revelation in 2001 when she discovered that Kat Slater was actually her biological mother, rather than her sister, as she had always believed. Since returning to Walford, Zoe's storyline has largely focused on reconnecting with her long-lost twins, Jasmine Fisher and Josh Goodwin, as well as becoming involved in the fallout surrounding the death of their father, Anthony Truman. However, recent reports have claimed that Zoe could be written out permanently just 1 year after making her comeback. According to new reports, her final storyline may involve Zoe suffering a fall and later complaining about a head injury. She is then allegedly discovered dead in bed by Kat. An insider reportedly described the storyline as surprisingly uneventful, suggesting that Zoe's death could feel just as disappointing as her return. The source claimed that viewers may see the exit as rushed and lacking excitement, particularly because EastEnders has previously delivered dramatic and memorable departures for major characters. Speculation surrounding Michelle Ryan's future on the soap began after reports suggested that the actress had decided to leave the role. An EastEnders spokesperson subsequently confirmed that Zoe Slater would be departing later this year, while also wishing Michelle Ryan well for the future. However, the soap declined to reveal any details about Zoe's upcoming storyline in order to avoid spoilers. Meanwhile, fans were given another major surprise when it was confirmed that Rob Kaczynski will be returning to the role of Sean Slater. His comeback immediately led viewers to question whether Sean could be returning to Walford specifically because of Zoe's reported death. Recent behind-the-scenes images have further fueled the speculation. Several members of the cast, particularly characters connected to the Slater family, appear to have gathered at a church. A casket can also reportedly be seen, leading to claims that the scenes being filmed are connected to a funeral. Among those believed to be present are Zoe's mother Kat, her twins Josh and Jasmine, Kat's husband Alfie and Big Mo. Jean Slater, Lily Slater and Zoe's brother Tommy Moon have also reportedly been spotted filming the scenes. As a result, many viewers now suspect that Sean could make an emotional appearance at Zoe's funeral. Even if he is not directly involved in the funeral scenes, fans believe his return could be linked to the family tragedy, with Sean potentially wanting to support his loved ones, particularly his mother Jean, as they cope with Zoe's death. Speaking about his return to EastEnders, Rob Kaczynski previously revealed that he was delighted to reprise the role of Sean and explore how the character has changed over the years. The actor explained that he originally left the soap in 2008 when he was still in his early 20s and subsequently spent many years working around the world. Despite being away from Albert Square, he continued to support the show and had always hoped that he would eventually have the opportunity to play Sean again. This time, however, he wanted to approach the character from a more mature perspective and discover what Sean would be like as an adult. Rob also explained that returning was something he wanted to do for the character, for the fans who had continued to support him throughout his career, and ultimately for himself. He described the return as coming home and promised to bring a fresh dose of emotional drama and chaos to Albert Square in the unique style that only Sean Slater can deliver. EastEnders' Priya Hart has taken drastic steps to uncover whether Max Branning or Ravi Gulati is the father of her unborn baby. Priya has found herself caught in an increasingly complicated situation. After secretly carrying on a relationship with Max Branning for several months, she recently became engaged to her former partner, Ravi Gulati. However, everything changed when Priya discovered that she was pregnant. The revelation has left Priya facing one major question: who is the father of her baby? Ravi remains completely unaware of Priya's secret affair with Max and genuinely believes that the child is his. However, If a paternity test reveals that Max is actually the father, the discovery could have devastating consequences for everyone involved. With the situation becoming increasingly difficult to control, Priya decides to take matters into her own hands this week as she attempts to uncover the truth. As Walford residents gather at the community centre for a donor drive connected to Denise Fox's stem cell transplant, Priya sees an opportunity to secretly investigate the baby's paternity. She turns to Zoe Slater for assistance, knowing that Jean is the only other person who is aware of her affair with Max. Priya asks Jean to help her obtain samples from both Max and Ravi so that she can arrange a secret paternity test. Later that evening, Priya and Ravi share an emotional moment and reaffirm their feelings for one another. However, Priya is secretly hoping that the test will prove Ravi is the father of her unborn child. Despite their apparent reconciliation, questions remain over whether their relationship has a future. Reports have suggested that Aaron Tiara is preparing to leave EastEnders after 4 years portraying Ravi Gulati. The actor is reportedly ready to move on to new opportunities, with Ravi expected to leave Walford early next year. However, his departure may not happen before the major events leading up to the New Year's Day flash-forward storyline. Ravi is therefore likely to remain part of the drama surrounding Max and Priya for some time. With the arrival of 2027 set to bring a dangerous new threat, Max's children Lauren Beale and Oscar Branning are reportedly held hostage by a mystery gunman. This raises another major question. Could Ravi discover the truth about Priya and Max and decide to take revenge on his romantic rival? If Ravi learns that Max could be the father of Priya's baby, their already complicated relationship could explode into an even more dangerous confrontation. EastEnders has revealed fresh details about its upcoming double wedding, along with a major update on the unanswered questions surrounding the New Year's Day flash-forward storyline. Executive producer Ben has teased what viewers can expect from the huge wedding episodes arriving next month, while also discussing how the soap is preparing to finally reveal more answers connected to the flash-forward. It has now been confirmed that 2 Walford couples will get married in early September. Cindy Beale and Max Branning are preparing to tie the knot, while Kim Fox and Howie Danes will also exchange vows. However, both couples are facing very different challenges as their big days approach. Speaking at a recent press event, Ben revealed that the wedding episodes will contain plenty of drama, comedy, and unexpected moments. He explained that the soap is essentially creating a battle between the 2 weddings, with Cindy and Max determined to have an extravagant celebration despite the chaos surrounding their relationship. Max, meanwhile, is secretly sleeping with Priya behind Cindy's back, creating an obvious threat to their upcoming marriage. Kim and Howie are dealing with a completely different situation, as they do not have the same financial resources to spend on a lavish ceremony. At the same time, the Fox-Truman family is going through an extremely difficult period following Denise Fox's leukemia diagnosis and her ongoing chemotherapy treatment. Despite the emotional strain, the family is determined to remain positive and make Kim and Howie's wedding a special occasion. However, there is an underlying concern that they may be rushing to celebrate because Denise's health could prevent her from being there in the future. Ben also teased the contrast between the 2 weddings. While Cindy and Max are willing to spend huge amounts of money to create the perfect event, things do not necessarily go according to their plans. Kim and Howie, on the other hand, are attempting to organize their wedding without the enormous budget available to the other couple, meaning they will face their own collection of problems. EastEnders is broadcast on BBC One from Monday through Thursday at 7:30 p.m, while the latest episodes are available to watch on BBC iPlayer from 6 a.m.